I have the timers to put this.
They have 4 minutes, 9 seconds. And they have an origin to 4 minutes, 37 seconds.
Thank you very much. No discount. Now, we have completed our prepared speech session. It's time to learn, to see what we have did and what we could improve. For that, we are going to the next program is the evaluation of the speeches. Now, to evaluate our first speaker, Gavalier Devanand, we have with us a District 79 finalist of table topics conducted in 2019, the VP Education of Phoenix Massa Toastmasters Club, the lady superstar of our Toastmasters fraternity, Toastmaster Rekha Shetty. Let us welcome Toastmaster Rekha with a thunderous round of applause.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Where's the star? Superstar. To quote Bill Cosby, to be happy, tie your relationship to goals, not to people. Toastmasters. At an age when I was busy plucking mangoes from the neighbor's yard, we have a boy who's talking at length about a depth message which conveys that how we are bound in a cage by emotions. We could never think about that in our age. I really thank my stars that I am not competing with him. I would never win even in the club level, for sure. Now, insofar as the objectives of a speech is concerned, he has all the makings of a top-class speaker. His confidence, the choice of words, the way he conveyed the emotions with expressions was really commendable. Kudos for that. And then he was engaging the entire audience into his real. That is a very, very, very rare art which should be appreciated. Now, having said that, since I'm very short of time, there is very few recommendations for it. You know, eyes follow actions. So there is no necessity to use your hands and your body for every word. Like you were telling, swimming, jumping, it is not necessary. So tone down the body language a little, and then a dramatic pause. That makes a lot of difference in a speech. It was like a supersonic chill. So all the best. I see you on the SETAC stage very soon in future. So all the best. Just follow the recommendations. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Rekha, for the evaluation. Now, to evaluate our second speaker, Gavalier Aditya, we have with us a team leader, a social activist, the founder president of Al-Turki Toastmasters Club, the current president of Madurai Malayalam Toastmasters Club, our distinguished Toastmaster Shankar Nunni. Let us welcome him to the round of applause.
The Toastmaster of the day, fellow Gavaliers, youth leadership members, and my dear friends. Good evening.
Good evening.
What I heard from Toastmaster Aditya is injustice we are doing to the poor is making a difference in our world, that is a negative difference. This is what I heard from him. And he was used the stage, in each point he was using the stage and is moving other place and standing and speaking to you all. This is a wonderful thing he's done during his speech. And there is an opening, that is, opening is a caption showing a picture. We are all Keralites know that picture very well. So we are immediately connected to this speech. And the beauty of the speech is he connected the same speech into the same picture. The Matu who is the poor person got beaten and died. So this is the beauty of that speech, what I understood. And he has hand gestures. He was telling, in my heart, he thought, touched his hand here. And Astens, he was using the hands widely. So these are the things we require for a best speech. And coming to the recommendation, the voice modulation you have to improve a little. But definitely, you have to raise your voice. My ambition, you have to catch the audience. Teeny step, go down, then people will come along with your speech. This is the only recommendation I have for you. Otherwise, you are a champion speaker, and we will see you soon in the world arena as a super speaker. Congratulations, be with us and go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Gideon and Chandran, for that crisp evaluation. And that's the end of the prepared speech evaluation. Timer, I have the timer set, please.
Toastmasters Vairakam, 1 minute 40 seconds, and Gideon Chandran to 2 minutes 22 seconds.
Thank you. Now, let us go to the second segment of today's meeting. The most exciting session in a Toastmasters meeting. The table topic session. To conduct this table topic session, we have with us a passionate Toastmaster, a table topic champion, the VP membership of Algosevi Toastmasters Club. Please welcome Toastmaster Varghese Thomas with a thunderous round of applause to conduct the table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Alagiri Silvan. Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction about me. Good evening, everyone. It's now time for the most interesting and exciting portion of the Toastmasters Club meeting. It's a table topic session. The Toastmasters wants to challenge its members to develop their impromptu thinking skills. In other words, to think effectively on their feet. That's very important in this world. It's totally designed to develop 4 essential communication skills. 1, listening. 2, thinking. 3, organizing. 4, speaking. Let me give an example about impromptu thinking on the feet. Not speaking in fact, but a smart girl who thought impromptu or effectively or spontaneously on her feet. One teacher wrote a sentence on the blackboard of the school, of the class. It's like this, without any punctuation. A teacher, English teacher wrote, "A woman without her man is nothing." Did you get that? A woman without her man is nothing. I asked the students to punctuate that. So naturally she called the boys to come up with the punctuation. They picked up, they stood up suddenly. And then they came and said, like all of us would naturally punctuate that. A woman, comma, then without her man, comma, is nothing. Do you agree with that? Is it right or not? No. See, we have an excellent staff today who is ready to think impromptu. Do you have any other punctuation? So then, due to time limit, let me forward. I don't have time to give you chance. Then the teacher called upon the female students, girls. Do you think the girls came with something spontaneously, something different? Yes. Really? Girls always think differently. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's give a wonderful applause for that courage. Okay, thank you. A girl, all of the girls were surprised. They could not think on their feet. But one student, one girl, who thought very spontaneously, stood on her feet, came to the board and said, and punctuated like this: a woman, semicolon, or a woman, colon, without hair, comma, man is nothing. See, the whole meaning has changed. This is the beauty of impromptu thinking on your feet. We want all of you to think differently. When you come here, stand here, when I give you a subject, your thinking should come spontaneously, which will give a whole lot of meaning for that. So today, I'm going to call upon 5 students, 5 children, and give you very simple topics as questions. Don't worry, I have already spoken to a couple of children. Jewel, don't worry, I'm not going to call you. Be cool. Or if you want to, anyone wants to participate, they can raise your hands. See, the timer has already informed you about the timings. For the table topic session, the minimum time that you should speak is 1 minute. In 1 minute, the timer will show you a green card and yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds. And the maximum time you should speak is 2 minutes, on which a red card will be shown. You can have another 30 seconds maximum to finish your talk. So those who speak within the time qualify for a best table topics award normally, but today we will be issuing appreciation certificates to all the participants. So I encourage all the students whom I'm going to call upon to come here fearlessly and come up with your speaking skills. Okay, so I have chosen 5 students. The first student I'm going to call upon is Gavalier Seba Ali. Gavalier Seba Ali, please welcome Gavalier Seba Ali by a thunderous applause. Hello, welcome. How are you? My question to you is very simple. Okay? Given a choice between outdoor games and video games, which one do you opt to play and why? Let me repeat. Given a choice between outdoor games and video games, which one do you opt to play and why? Okay?
Respected table topic master, Toastmasters and all my fellow mates, a very warm good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening!
Good evening.
Oh my gosh, actually it's been 10 months I've stood on such a platform because last June I left for India and yet table topics are a nightmare for me. And today I've got a topic, what would I choose? Outdoor games or video games? Obviously I would choose outdoor games because honestly speaking I'm very bad at video games. From all these games I've played with my brother, I haven't even won a single one. But outdoor games, we think even we don't win any time, it's still a fun. From all the, especially when I left India, I understood how amazing outdoor games are. I still love playing hide and seek. No matter how old I am, no matter I'm studying in 11th grade, I still love hide and seek. In outdoor games, in video games, all we do is we live in a digital arena. We don't know what is in the real world. We just get addicted to it. We don't know what is going on in the real life. But outdoor games is something free. We may let our minds free. We get something. We may not, when we play outdoor games, we don't play for a profit, but something inculcated in us without our knowledge. When we play video games, all we do is just an entertainment. We just get addicted to it. But outdoor games, we just feel how amazing the environment is. We just know how our mind cherishes in the environment. So obviously I would prefer outdoor games.
Thank you. So that was a wonderful speech. Let's give her a very good applause once again, please. I hope the table topics evaluator is on charge. Thank you. So let me